It's worth noting that graphic violence and gory details may be disturbing to some people, so please proceed with caution.
In the small town of Blackwood, strange occurrences had been happening for as long as anyone could remember. The townsfolk would often hear strange noises in the night, and some would even swear they saw ghostly figures lurking in the shadows. But the townsfolk brushed it off as nothing more than their imagination, until one night, something truly terrifying happened. It started with a group of teenagers who decided to explore the abandoned asylum on the outskirts of town. They had heard rumors of strange noises and ghost sightings, and they wanted to see for themselves if the rumors were true. But as soon as they entered the asylum, they were met with a horror beyond their imagination. The asylum was home to a malevolent entity that had been feeding off of the fear and suffering of the patients for decades. It had grown powerful, and now it had set its sights on the teenagers. It began to torment them, showing them their worst fears and making them experience unspeakable horrors. The teenagers managed to escape, but they were forever changed by their experience. They told their story to the townsfolk, but no one believed them. They thought the teenagers were just trying to scare them. But the entity was not done with Blackwood. It began to torment the townsfolk in their sleep, making them experience their worst nightmares. People started to go mad, and the entity grew stronger with each passing night. It was only a matter of time before it would break free from the asylum and wreak havoc on the town. The townsfolk realized they had to do something before it was too late. They formed a group of hunters and set out to destroy the entity. They went to the asylum armed with holy water, crosses, and other religious artifacts. They believed that the entity was a demon that could be exorcised. But they were wrong. The entity was far too powerful for them to handle. It possessed the hunters, one by one, turning them against each other. The townsfolk were no match for the entity, and it began to decimate the town. It was a brutal and gruesome scene, as the entity reveled in the suffering of the people. The townsfolk realized too late that they were fighting a losing battle. They had no choice but to flee the town, leaving behind their homes, their loved ones, and their lives. The entity was too powerful to be defeated, and it would continue to torment the town for all eternity. Blackwood was abandoned and left to the mercy of the entity. The townsfolk never spoke of the town again, and the legend of Blackwood was passed down as a cautionary tale of what happens when you ignore the signs of evil and try to fight against it. The entity still haunts the town to this day, and those brave enough to venture into Blackwood never return. The town is now nothing but a ghost town, a shadow of its former self, forever cursed by the malevolent entity that still resides within its borders.